Tesla reverts brake park indicator lights in Canada. The top Canadian auto regulator has asked Tesla to revert brake and parking indicator lights in its vehicles, after the company issued a software update that changed certain icons to text following a recall in the U.S. in February. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration (NHTSA) issued a recall requiring Tesla to change the original indicator icons for the brake, park, and ABS lights to text, which the automaker fixed with an over-the-air OTA software update. As a follow-up, Transport Canada last month issued a recall noting that some Tesla vehicles needed to revert the now text indicator lights back to icons in following with Canadian regulations. Like with many software-based recalls in both the US and Canada, Tesla has already issued an OTA software update to fix the issue. Transport Canada also says that no further action is needed for those with Tesla software versions 2024.3.25, 2024.14.5, or releases later than 2024.14.5. While there is a low risk to safety, Canadian regulations require visual warnings to use common symbols instead of words to avoid driver confusion, writes the agency in the recall notice. You can see the difference between the required U.S. text and symbols for the three systems below, courtesy of Not a Tesla app. While many Transport Canada policies are similar to those issued by the NHTSA, this is one example where each regulatory agency has slightly differing requirements. In December, the NHTSA required Tesla to issue an update to 2 million Tesla vehicles to increase the prominence of certain text and visual alerts in the company's Autopilot Advanced Driver Assistance System (ADAS). Just a day after the initial recall was issued in the U.S., Transport Canada picked it up as well. Tesla addressed both issues with an immediate OTA software update deployed to all of its vehicles. Many in the Tesla community, including CEO Elon Musk himself, have called for safety regulators to change the language surrounding safety recalls that are fixed with an OTA update, rather than requiring service from a mechanic. The NHTSA has responded to these calls by saying that these issues still pose a safety risk, requiring a formal recall, whether they are fixed with software updates or not. Manufacturers are required to initiate a recall for any repair, including a software update, that remedies an unreasonable risk to safety, wrote a spokesperson from the agency in an email to teslarati in February. NHTSA recalls can include any required repair, which includes a software update, to remedy a potential safety risk. Manufacturers are also required to submit any communications to owners, dealers, and others about any software updates that address a defect, whether it is safety-related or not. Source: reposted and summarized from Zachary Visconti at teslarati.